All right, here we go. Here we go. This is so funny. I had my next door neighbor say I had to Google brag party. I didn't know, I didn't know what a brag party was. I said, that's all right. Most
Yeah,
people
this is my first one too.
Me too. Me too. I have no idea what a brag party is, but I guess we're about to find out.
we are about to find out what a celebration brag party is. Well, it is a party for me to celebrate everybody that has
It
been
has been.
an instrumental part of my life and my village that has helped me to become who I am and get where I am and do what I do and bring even more of my love and work out into the world, even more. So I just wanted to thank you guys and give you a little bit of an update as to what was going on and really let you guys give you a chance to brag. So, is anybody up for being first? I'm gonna just let you put your hand up if you want to say something and be the most brave of all. And Beverly, I know
I'll
you're
do it.
oh, go, Andrea. Go, get us going, girlfriend. Get us going. All right.
Okay, well, I've never done this before, but I didn't want to miss it. I am honored that I am part of this. Thank you for the invite.
Yes.
I met Dr. Beth about, oh gosh, probably 8 years ago at a conference in Palm Springs. And I knew when I met her then that I needed to know her better. It just, I mean, I'm a kind of a go-getter, but she takes it to another level
I
and
don't think
on
so.
so many different,
I don't know,
on,
Andrew. Mirror, mirror, my friend. Mirror, mirror.
on so many different, platforms, if you will. That's the wrong word. It's not platforms, but it's eclectic and it's creative and she helps a lot of people. And we need more healers in the world, quite frankly. We really do. I mean, I do what I can do. So what have I done for Dr. Beth? I mean, I've, I've shown up on a couple of occasions when I've been invited to events just because we all need support when we're doing things like that. I mean, I'm in the middle of packing up and preparing my house to sell it, and I jumped in the shower. I'm like, no, I can't miss this. I've got to show up and just be part of the deal. So here I am, and
So
you can see the
so
door in the background and
be specific, Andrea, because you know, some people say, what do you need or how can I help? And I'll pray for you. And a lot of those other beautiful, loving, kind things.
Okay, so here's an
Andrea
example.
shows up and gets in the dirt. Oh, Andrea.
I get stuff done. Her backyard looked like a train came through it, and there was no whistle blowing, nothing. It was just a bit of a train wreck. So I just, in a day, I straightened it up because she thought at the time she was going to be selling her house. So, and then once I finished that, I got in and started doing some painting, some much needing painting, just to neutralize and just, make it kind of just like a normal room instead of very colorful.
And talk about your genius resources, premier design,
Premium resource.
premium resource.
Well, I did some yo-yos one time for you for an event that sparkled and shined when they rolled, just because, a plain yo-yo wouldn't work well for you.
Said Dr.
So
Beth,
they had to be a
Dr. Beth,
little.
it said drbeth.com. And you know how I always talk about, you give your power away and you hand somebody your yo-yo and you can throw it down, you can throw it up, you can take them around the world, walk them like a dog. And Andrea made me look good. She made me
That's what I like to do for you, dear. I like to make you look good. So, let's see, what else can I think of? We've tried to get some RV and on the road stuff going. That hasn't quite materialized, but I do have an
yeah,
RV.
yeah,
So anything could happen, ladies. Anything
that's
could
right.
happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
And my ski
So
buddy and my
That sounds fun.
gambling buddy and on and on and on. Love you so, Andrea. Love you so.
thank you.
And I'd love it if you would put your brags in the chat so that I can I'm going to create a web page and talk about this is key COMPASSIO, organize your village. Key 9, organize your village. And you guys are my village, ready or not, like it or not, even you didn't even know it or not, but you are in my village. You are my village. And I'm so grateful and appreciative to each of you. So if you need to just jump on and jump off, put your hand up, put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Move your feet until you feel the beat with effortless, elegant ease. So put your hand up. Otherwise, I'm going to take it as you guys came in. So Laurie Seymour, bring it in, bring it in. And if you don't want to talk, just I pass and you get
No, I
bonus
still
points.
don't know what the hell we're doing here, but that's okay.
Okay, let me give a little bit more. Let me give a little bit more explanation. Brag list, a brag experience is when you give your super 7-year-old credit for what you've done in life. And you can have a little 3-year-old brag, you can have a super 7-year-old brag, you can have an inner teen brag. And I know, Laurie, this is a stretch. This is a
It's
stretch.
a stretch. It's a stretch because it's just not how I think about life.
Don't roll this way.
I don't roll this way, and that's okay too. You know I love you.
And
You know,
and
We
I
need a
stretch.
do-over.
I stretch in your experiences, and
you do.
you've rocked my world. So tell everybody
I
how
may,
you've
I
done
may
that.
need a do-over. I didn't get the memo. I may need a do-over.
No, you did perfect, Andrea. You were perfect. Go
So,
ahead.
you
Go
know,
ahead,
you
Laurie.
have,
And
you have
hi,
been,
everybody. Welcome, welcome.
so you
Okay.
have been part of things that I have been doing for quite a while. I'm not even sure how long. And the changes that I have seen in you are nothing short of phenomenal. They are just, they blow my mind. Even as you're sitting there saying, nothing's happening, I don't know, whatever.
I'm just feeling bliss.
I'm
Everybody
just
else
feeling
is seeing visions and having these incredible experiences. And I'm like, all I'm experiencing is bliss. I don't know.
Well, given the big changes that your life has gone through in the last couple of years, that's pretty good to feel bliss.
Yeah.
You know,
Most definitely.
and way more than that, what I've felt is how your substance has risen to the occasion. Like you're creating all these occasions. You're very good at creating things for yourself to do and be and whatever. What I'm aware of is how your being has it's not even grown, but expanded into the space in which you need to take up in the world. And you have a big space to take up in the world. And that's
Big
pretty,
world. It's a big world.
yeah, it's a big world.
We can all grow into it.
Well, and what I'm acknowledging is how you have grown into it and how you have received whatever it is that I have had to offer to you in this whole time in such a magnificent way.
Yes, yes, yes. And just as a specific example, I do 2 meditations a week with Laurie. And today the meditation was take your dream and grow your dream. I'm paraphrasing. Hers much more
Yeah.
eloquent. But anyway, what I heard was can
So I have to give him a lot of credit.
can you grow your dream even more? And what I came up with when I was having this thing today was, you know what? I never did my double dog dare challenge. And the double dog dare challenge is I challenge you to shine. So Sue's been chasing me around, catching all the balls as I change everything every 5 seconds. And I just sent her a note today and said, what do you think about doing the double dog dare challenge? And she's like, in an hour? Yeah, no problem. So anyway, to be continued on that one. I'm not going to throw anybody a curveball on that. But that's what Laurie has done for me is help me connect more and more to spirit, connect more and more to my bliss and my highest self. And it's hard to get this little brain of mine to be still. And there's something about what she does that I just go, and I'm just like still in her presence. I don't know how, I don't know what, but anyway, blessings, blessings, blessings to you. All right. If anybody wants to go first and needs to jump on, jump off, please put your hand in the air.
I have my hand up, but I don't know that you can see me.
Okay, you go, Uncle John, you go.
Well, I've been waving, and
Yeah.
there's been no
Well, you got to
I
put your
don't,
hands in the air like you just don't care. You move your feet until you
I'm
feel
on the
the
phone. I'm not on video.
oh, I don't have a video. I'm on a telephone.
It's just like you
Yeah, me
guys
too.
to be like that. Just be like that. Okay, Melissa, hold on a
Okay,
second.
so my,
Uncle
my
John,
brag,
John.
yeah, my brag would be that Beth, was willing to raise ostriches with me many years ago. And we went out to Lawton, Oklahoma and bought us some eggs. And fortunately, the guy didn't cash our check
he ran
or
out of
we would be
eggs.
bankrupt.
He ran out of eggs. Who says there's not a God that protects you from yourself?
We almost had ostriches on our hill. And the other thing, Beth likes to play.
I'm
and
sorry
I
that
am-
you didn't have them. I'm just disappointed.
I
I'm glad
know.
I
Well-
missed that, Sarah.
It's not too late.
Well, it's
We
true.
could
It's true.
still
It's
maybe get a group
$1,000
together.
an egg, just to let you know, $1,000 an egg. So we'll be taking taking money as the call goes on. Keep
And
going.
then the other thing is that Beth likes to play, and sometimes she plays a little rough.
I don't know what
She
he's talking about.
almost killed me a couple of days ago.
It's true.
Uh-oh.
It's true. We were on
Mhm.
the wave. We were on the wave runner, and we're
Is-
flying. And I'm waving at somebody. I look up, and Uncle John had stopped, and so I gave him a and just drenched him.
Oh,
It felt like
gosh.
what I had tried to do as a kid. And I
But
would
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad.
I mean,
I will seek
could whoever
revenge.
is speaking give a little, who are you? Is this
This
the
is
voice?
my Uncle John and
Oh, this is Uncle
Margie.
John. Okay, I was like, is that Bill or is that, who is this? Uncle John.
They
Okay.
sound just
Thank
alike.
you, Uncle John. Who?
All right,
And
go
so
ahead.
Beth is always up for whatever, and I've always appreciated that about her. Because a lot of people won't play with me.
I know what's wrong with these people. They say they're too old for boats. They're too old to
I
swim.
know.
I don't know what's going on here. Come on, let's get back in our playful spirit. All right, Aunt
All
Margie.
right, well, I'll let you get back to it, but I just wanted to say I support you, Beth, in whatever you're doing.
Well, you already have, and you always do, and I love you so, so, so much. Aunt Margie,
And I'm so
you wanna say
impressed that I
anything?
got on this thing.
Bye, Uncle John.
Aunt Margie.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Laura Schoolcraft, you go, rock star.
Oh my God, I'm laughing at your seat and the way you have your seat and your chair and everything. You look just like I know you.
Just like you had imagined, right?
Just like I imagined. Yeah, yeah. Glad to be here with you. And
Oh, brag, girlfriend, brag. Show us how it's done. What have you done? What have you done to help lift me up, Laura
Oh,
Schoolcraft?
God.
Let us count the ways. Go.
well, being in my magnificent self is always the way I do it.
That
You know,
is how you brag, girls and boys. That's how you do it, right there. Keep going, Laura.
I have to bring the good energy, and I live in gratitude, and gratitude is the ultimate energy of receivership. So at least that's what Joe Dispenza says, and I believe him to be true. I'm so excited. I've been following Joe Dispenza for a while now, but I had to wait till he landed in Nashville, and I went, oh my God, I'm going to go see Beth. What an opportunity.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I think this is the right place for me. So I'll take any opportunity I can to jump in and play with you.
Well, and Laura, talk about what you did at your house for years with the
yes,
power
yes.
hours.
Well, when Beth first started out, I really wanted to support her, and she had these power hours for teenagers. Now I have a son. He was a teenager at the time, but he was never my issue. My older daughter, who's 10 years older than him, that's where I got all these gifts. But I so enjoyed meeting the community of people that gathered in my home, because that was like so amazingly fantastic. And I mean, I still see people that gathered in my home, and every time I see them, we are talking about Dr. Beth. what Dr. Beth did for this. And, you know, Angela has, now her daughters are older, right? They're about 10 years older than teen years. And she keeps saying to me, I did this that Dr. Beth said, I do this that Dr. Beth, and everything I do that she says works for my relationship with my kids. And she always expresses to me how grateful she is that she had that experience. And, you know, for me, I don't know, I can send anybody to Dr. Beth that has the worst of worst problems. And she can get it fixed in literally less than 5 minutes. I'm like, I got somebody that can cut through that bullshit that you're dealing with for you and your kids. And for me,
And for me, so I don't have to keep hearing this story.
right. Yeah, just let's get to the heart of it.
Well, I want to
Oh,
thank
my-
you. I want to thank you for your last referral. You want to share about that?
Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad she connected with you. Yay. Well, there's more to come. Don't worry about that.
All
But
right.
yeah, Julia. Well, I'll tell a little quick story. Julia's in a group of mine, and she has worked for Dr. Phil for many years. And she's just on the end of that chapter. So I'm sure you guys will have a lot of fun things to be talking about. But her kids are at a ripe age where she really needs support. So everyone I know you're just gonna turn it into gold.
I
Turn
love it.
everything into gold.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And oh well, one more break. My son, my non-problematic son, has done many groups now with Dr. Beth in her Power Hour for young adults. And he has so appreciated it and loved it. And the experience for him, you've given him so much. And I'm so grateful for that.
He's
Thank
a
you.
rock star, just like his mama and his daddy. A
Oh.
rock star. Love you, love
Thank
you, love you, love you, love you. All
I
right.
received that.
Alice, can I let Lauren go first and then come to you? Go for it, Lauren. She's also knows Kyle, so I want Laura to hear this before you have to run, Lauren. Go.
Okay, great.
Go,
Love
Lauren.
that.
Whoop.
I've been on Kyle with for most of the calls for the Young Adult Teen Power Hour. Kyle is amazing. You have done such a good job. Let me just say that. I have come to care about Kyle so much. He has supported me so much, and Dr. Beth has supported me so much, and it's just been this amazing experience. But your son is a very special one, and I just want you to know that you should own that.
That's right. And speaking of mamas, Lauren, you have a pretty phenomenal mama, rock star. Give us a word on your mom, Lauren.
Okay. Well,
Let
my
me-
mom. Oh,
Well, let me start. Let me give you a layup, and then you say what you want to say. Laurie worked with me years ago. She hosted power hours like Laura did, and referred every person in what city were you guys in? Starts with a D.
Dublin or Danville.
Danville, all the Danville people and everybody. Anyway, so love your mama. She did the work. She dug in. She was in it. And look at her daughter. Oh yeah, she's a badass. So Lauren, give a brag on your mama while you're bragging on yourself. Mirror.
Well, I had a bunch of notes for this, and I had something about my mom in here. Can you give me a minute to find
Yes.
it? Can
Yeah,
you come back to me
Now
next?
I'll go to Allison. It'll come back. Okay,
Thank
go
you.
Alice Longoria. You're muted, just in case you didn't know it.
Did not know that. Oh, it's so lovely to see your faces. So many of y'all I know and have either know personally and live and in person or know you personally from the power hours. Bragging on what I did for Dr. Beth. Wow, we've gone through quite a bit, haven't we, my friend? Dr. Beth and I lived together for a good 5 years when I moved up to NorCal from Southern Cal, and at first I was like, I do not want to live with anybody. I've always had my own place with, but I was going through divorce. I'm like, I'm going to cut my expenses. She's like, well, just come on and rent for me. And I'm like, no, I resisted it. And I'm like, no, okay, well, I'm gonna try it out. And it was one of the biggest gifts of my divorce. One of the biggest gifts of my divorce was her friendship and her teachings. We went through ups and downs in economics together. We went through COVID together in a lot of ways. And we went through
Stories
wow.
to tell, stories to tell.
Stories to tell. And one of my favorite things is when we would she would go young or whatever. I'm like, that is not going on the marketing materials yet.
That's not on the Dr. Beth marketing
Not on the
materials.
marketing materials. I'm
There's
like,
a lot of not on the Dr.
not
Beth
on the marketing materials, but I would always add yet because Dr. Beth is so authentic. She's so authentic. And I think that really is one of the things I love so much about you, Dr. Beth, is that, and it's so weird to call you Dr. Beth.
I'm just so glad you're finally calling me Dr. Beth.
I
didn't-
know. I used to not.
Yeah,
Well,
same.
it's so weird because when you're friends, it's also strange. But it's so lovely, and she. So we've gone through. I've definitely pulled her out of the mud many times. Laughing through it, and one of our best things I would say is we would laugh through it, whatever we were going through. Often if she was going young, I wasn't, and if I was going young, she wasn't. So if we were both young, we'd just be young together and have fun. Or we would have some conflict, and she was always holding the space. But I remember one time in particular, I would make her do roommate meetings. So I am much more, yes, I see Beverly like, yeah, meetings for her on schedule. What a concept. And she would just want to talk about.
I wanted to do them spontaneously. We had to get
I'm
them
like,
on a schedule.
yeah, I'm like, no, I need to calm down before we have this. Because, and I'm like, and she would go, that's okay, I can hold your anger. I'm like, I don't want you to hold my anger. I want to upgrade myself. So give me a minute to work on what I'm challenged with. And,
Okay.
the beauty of it is that we just grew together, both in our businesses, our codependency and lack and processing that. I remember you terrified to do Zoom. Oh my God, have I helped you with technology? Finances, I'll own, I've helped you with technology. I've helped you with finances. I've helped you with contracts and legal. I've helped you with, you
helped me figure out who was talking, the inner teen or the super 7-year-old.
Yes, I'm like, oh my God. And her marketing, I'm like, all right, you can't just like, people need to understand. You talk like people understand, but they're like, you need to put a comma in it and tell what child is what. We've really helped each other, and she's helped me with my nieces in so many ways in responding to my ex-husband when I just wanted to kill him. And family through my mom's death. We've supported her through cancer. We've just had an amazing journey. And for those of you who might be new, she is exactly who she is on and off the camera. And I can't say that for people who claim to be experts or gurus. I can't, and I know quite a few of them. And she is authentically her. It's
definitely
inspiring.
not claiming any guru things. Not going there.
Yeah.
Thank you, my fabulous friend. Love you. I love you. I love you. All right, Sue Bonzel, bring it.
Wait, you had to go back to Lauren. Is Lauren ready?
Lauren, are you ready?
I don't want to jump in front.
She'll put her hand up when she's ready.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Good.
Or if you would like to go first, you're more than welcome to. No, okay. You wanted to brag on my mom, right?
Yes.
Not you. Okay.
No, not me.
Well,
This is about you guys bragging on who and how you have brought my Dr. Beth concepts and constructs to the world, how this has, how you have supported me getting here. And let me give you an example on you, Lauren. There have been many, many, many times Lauren's the only teen young adult on the call, and she's brilliant. And we hold space for when the other kids are coming. And another time, there's only one other kid that's on the space, and we hold space for the other kids. So we've been doing this, I think, about 2 years now, right, Lauren?
Has it been that long?
It's been a while. It's been
I guess so, because yeah, I was in my apartment before when we were doing this. Wow. Yeah.
So I'm just so grateful. Like everything that I ever saw myself doing in the world for the next generation, Lauren is it. Lauren is the next generation doing it. Real time, Dr. Beth and people, bringing it to her college, bringing it to herself, bringing it to her family. Just freaking rock star. So go ahead, give your mama some praise.
I asked that, and then I realized that the brag about my mom is also a brag about you too. And it's that you
Okay.
taught her to find her inner teenager, and she gave us the space to be in our inner teenagers. It wasn't always perfect. It didn't always go right. Sometimes it was a total shit show. And that's just how it is. But my mom has done so much work with Dr. Beth, and the fact that all of the parents who are on here, or all the adults on this call, you guys all doing the work, and especially if you have kids, it's just really, it helps. And now my mom and I are so close. We can communicate well. She's able to say to me, I'm sorry for X. You know, I was doing the best I could at the time, and I can say, I love you, I forgive you. I'm sorry for Y. I was doing the best I could at the time. So we really have that relationship. And so I have my mom to thank for that, and Dr. Beth to thank for that as well. And all of you lovely people here who are doing the work too.
And creating the village so that I can do this work. And one of the things I always ask parents, when parents are dealing with their stuff, they're always trying to fix their kid. When kids come to the Teen Young Adult Power Hour, they don't even talk about you adults. Like, you guys aren't even you're not even in the story, not even in the storyline. It is all about them looking at themselves, being their best, greatest version of themselves. And just to give you a heads up of what's happening in the next generation. So go, Lauren, go. Go, Lauren, go. All right, Sue Bonzel, bring it, bring it.
Oh,
And
yes, go ahead.
if anybody needs to go, put your hands in the air like you just don't care. If you have a brag and you don't want to talk, please put it in the chat. And for those of you that are like, what the heck is a brag party? A brag party is something that I teach to let people feel great about themselves, so you're not needing everybody else to fill you up. And so if you fill yourself up, then you don't act out your youngness on somebody else's head. So Sue Bonzel, you freaking rock star, bring it.
My soul sister. Oh my gosh, since day one that I met you, like it was like I'm in love with this lady. She's amazing. I just can't get enough. And I've been blessed that we met in California. I moved to Tennessee, and then you moved to Tennessee, and now I get to see you all the time. And it's like multiple days a week, which just thrills me to no end. And we have been working on your website and streamlining your courses and all the autoresponders and all the technical stuff and the organizing and oh my goodness. It's a lot. It's a lot. But
show our list, Sue. It's like,
oh, I can't show the list. It's a big old list. But we're chipping away at it. But
first time ever, just got to let you know, first time ever, I think it all is almost done. Almost. it's almost done. Like we have, I don't know how many, everybody tells me to simplify and Sue says, get more complicated.
No, I do not. No. And there's always like literally like today, like there's always like, you know what I was thinking? I think I should do this. Oh, you know what we need to do? You know, I need to add to this. Let's do this. I should add this. Like, I love the creativity. I love the passion. And I'm just so blessed that I get to be the one to help you do all that stuff. To be able to reach even more people, to make it streamlined, to make it easy for people to understand. And I know, like Alice said, it's like, you know, sometimes with the marketing where you're like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand, you know? So it's just a blessing
It
to
makes
be able
perfect sense in my
to
head.
do. Yes, I know, it
I
does.
don't understand what's in my head.
I know. And that's what this has been like fun too, to be like, oh my gosh, we got to pull this stuff out of your head. She's carrying around like all the details are there. And I'm like, well, where's that information? She's like, right here. I'm like, okay, well, we got to get on paper.
Actually, Eric has some of the details that are in my
He
head.
does.
Eric
He
has
does.
a few of them. You have a few of them.
Thank goodness for Eric too. So I'm happy to see him on the call, but I just feel so blessed to be able to work with you. I've had just having a ball and just being in your energy and just what you're doing to literally change the world. And I love being a part of that. So thank you very much.
Oh, I love you. I love you. I love,
Love
you. I
you.
love you. All right. All right. Who needs to go? Barb Buys, you want to go next?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You said you were going to talk for a day and a half, so go ahead.
I'm not talking for a day and a half. Because
Barb. Hey, Barb.
yes.
Eric,
Hi.
Just saying hey.
Erica's saying hi.
Hi. I'm downtown here, that's why you see that.
I see.
Well, I take full responsibility for Dr. Beth,
Responsibility
getting
or credit? Responsibility or
credit for Dr. Beth getting Sue on board. It's true. I'm like, you got to get the most talented person on board. I remember that Sue person who came to your mom's birthday. I'm like, you should ask her. She could do this. Go for it. Go for it. So, having known Beth for like 35 years, it just took, yes.
You're getting in the frame now?
She has grown through me because I am so stubborn around this stuff. And it wasn't until, like, you know, the story is true. She pushed me down the stairs and I lived with her for 6 weeks while my leg healed from being broken.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's actually one of the best 6 weeks. It was phenomenal. And I finally, after 35 years, like drank the Kool-Aid. So because of Dr. Beth, the other thing that I have helped, because you're trying to find out our brags, is that I am a play with Beth all the time. And trying to get her to go water skiing all the time and get in her pool. And yeah, so I'll take all credit.
All the credit. All the credit. That's right. You deserve it all. You deserve it all and put up with me for all these years. Love you.
And I love you.
Love you, love you, love you. All right. Who else has a brag? And put your hand up and I'll call on you. And if you don't want to talk, put it in the chat. And go Beverly Adamo.
You want to go next?
Now you're in.
I'm next. I'm in. Wait.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Wow. Where do I start about how I've supported you over the years? I know, Dr. Beth, I know for sure that I have taken you places that you didn't even know existed in this universe. And it's been my honor and pleasure to do so, because in, you know, saying, hey, we're going up, 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 we're going out, 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 we're going in. Because of my willingness to do that, I have the most incredible life. And I really do credit you back for that, Beth, because, you know, the reason I have this incredible husband right now is thanks to you. You helped me so much in clarifying who I am and what I want and where I need
That
to
you're
go.
not
And
a lesbian.
and that, yes, you helped me figure out I'm a straight girl. And I'm okay with that. But, I never would have been really sure without your help. So
You're welcome. You're
I
welcome.
love and honor you for that so much. And not only that, but when you and I met, when we met at the conference, and my daughter Kiara was actually there the first time I met you. So the three of us got to meet at the same time. I had no idea where everything was going. And like, wow, I'm so happy that when I talk to you, it's like, I don't know who this woman is, but I'm going to get to know her because I have this feeling that she's just really important to me. And then I'm going to be important to her as well. And
In
it
what
has,
way, Beverly? In what way? Brag on yourself. Brag on yourself.
that I've been important to you.
Yeah, you got me to that workshop where all the teens were there.
Yeah,
You
that
had
was great. And I loved it. So, on the phone say, hey, Beth, I want you to come over here and do something with me. And I'm not really I'm not big on context. So it's just like, I need you here at this time. You'll figure out what we're going to do once you get here. Boom. And so she showed up, and we had a mom in my town where I was living wanted to get something together for parents and teens. And the idea was to have parents and teens together, separate them.
Yeah.
And the other mom would work with the teens, and Beth would work with the parents. And I got to go into that room with the parents and Dr. Beth, and oh my God, I mean, instant change in who they were being, as parents. It was just crazy amazing what happened. I mean, I saw though, I can, energy and feeling energy and shifts in people and stuff. That's my thing. And I saw every single person in there without a doubt change just with you working with them in, the course of 30 minutes or something like that. And then having such fun with the kids. And of course, with myself and my daughter, thank you. Because we both, Kiara and I have called on you, and we've given you great people to work with. It's like, I can just see Dr. Beth going, what in the hell am I going to do with these two now? And what's so amazing to me is that you're able to, we haven't really worked together with you, Kiara and I with you. It's been, one or the other, or
you just didn't know it.
I just didn't know it. That's right. It was all happening. So that's what's so cool. I gave you the opportunity to make a huge difference in a family without even getting the family together. Now, how magical is that? That's pretty amazing.
You taught me how to do it, Beverly. You taught me how to do it.
Well, thank you. My pleasure.
You really taught me how to let go of control, let go of the like really to go out there. Like when she says go out there, we're talking go out there. Dr. Monsi, you're picking up what we're throwing down. It was out there. And Jean Catherine, and so the gift of who you've been and how we've danced and how we've stayed connected, and just so much love for you, my friend. So much love for you. So happy for you. So is there anything else that you want to add or subtract?
Only if you want me to, and you can let me know, because it's an ongoing conversation, so I'm available anytime.
We'll come back if there's more. Okay, Dr. Monsi, hello. And if anybody wants to go first, put your hand in the air. If you don't want to talk at all, put it in the chat. I would love. Mom, are you wanting to talk? Okay, I don't know. Is anybody there with you?
I think your mother left.
No, she's there. Is anybody there to hold on just 1 second? Okay, somebody's coming to unmute you. We can't hear you yet, Mom. All right. I'll come back to you, okay, Mom? Hold on 1 second. Dr. Monsi. Hello.
Yay!
One of my new fat friends. Go for it.
Yes. I'm honored. First, I want to talk about the acknowledgement I want to give to Dr. Beth and then I'll brag. It feels good to brag after, right?
Okay,
Dr. Beth,
but wait. My double dog dare for you is brag on you first.
first on me.
Yes, brag on you first. And what being a part of me has brought to you, to the world. This is how you have helped me show up in the world.
Well, what I would say is Dr. Beth, the incredible human being, she has a big mission and stand for humanity. And I have been able to add massive fuel to her fire. And we just recently met, and the little time we spent for a couple of days at a mastermind together, she has changed her perspective quite a bit. And I have helped her see a whole future that is incredibly promising when it comes to supporting her vision, mission, dream, and income, all of it. So that's my brag on what's possible. I am in finance world and investment world, so that's what I'm bringing to the table for her to look at for passive income, so she can have the lifestyle of her dreams, and at the same time serve the world in the way that she's always meant to. So
and hang out with these just phenomenal spiritual people that give service to the world. So
absolutely, yes, these very high quality spiritual people that we've gathered as our Abundance Tribe in San Diego, California. So we are looking forward to having Dr. Beth at our next retreat in November in San Diego at a beautiful, beautiful mansion that we booked out. It's actually a spiritually activated mansion. And yeah, we are super excited to have Dr. Beth. And what I want to say about Dr. Beth is she's just truly a gift to humanity. Me and my husband, we love her and we see her. We can't wait for her musical to come together. We want to be the first one to buy a ticket. We're putting our name down to pre-book, and just the gift that she is to world, the parents, and also bringing her the coaching program for coaches, like for healthcare professionals, that she's wanting to really give her legacy work. That is so crucial.
Coach the pros.
New earth.
Coach the pros.
Yes.
Bring in
Coach the pros.
Certified coaches teaching this
Mhm.
construct out to the world. Yes.
Because the new earth we are in. So by the way, I'm here in Hawaii. And oh my God, this 5-acre gorgeous property, right? The new earth we're building. So this new earth that we are building, that's regenerative farming and self-sustainable, and people relearning how to live again, and the essence. Your work, Dr. Beth, is so crucial for the world to have that legacy. And I am so honored, and it's such a privilege to walk with you on this path and create this legacy work for the world. So that's my brag.
Yes.
We're taking over the world together.
Yes. And Beverly Adamo would like to connect with you, so you guys meet up in the chat. And thank you for being here, Dr. Manzi. Jean Catherine
for having me.
Carlson. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Hey.
Girlfriend, brag.
Well, I was so pleased to get your invitation yesterday. It was like, whoa, this sounds really great. So Dr. Beth, as we all know, is amazing and a power force. Just there's a force of life in you, Dr. Beth, that is like, will not be stopped. And what my brag is that I got to take you deep inside into your wound and feel really shitty for a while, but doing all of your work, bringing your work that you bring to the world and really bringing it more deeply into you. So it's like you were doing your work through my work, through like, let's get in. It was called tribal marketing. You said yes to me. You said, yeah, let's do this. So we went through that tribal marketing, and it was tough, and you did it, and you dove in and you rode the roller coaster. And it is so great to see you now as you are attracting even more, and your tribe is growing, and your power and what you have to share with the world is growing. And the other brag that I have is
Grateful.
recent.
So,
What's that?
so grateful to you for hanging in there with all the details while I chased squirrels and ran from bears. And we went all over. I mean, she held space like, oh, it was just priceless. I will never, ever forget all the love and patience and compassion and help you gave me. And I'm still using all the material that we put together. So yes.
Cool.
And currently go
Hey,
Cocoa.
well, I forgot about the squirrels
Oh, we chased many of them.
and the dogs.
Right. That's right.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm so grateful that has served you so well. So recently, Dr. Beth showed up surprisingly at a cacao ceremony. So I offer 2 cacao ceremonies on virtually on Zoom, and people say, well, how do you do that? Well, you give good instructions, and if you've got Amazon or if you've got some market, you can get your own cacao. We show up, we do that, and Dr. Beth reached out one time and said, hey, I want to check this out. And it was just, you've been to 2 or 3 of them, and it's just been absolutely phenomenal to have you there. These are done around the new moon and the full moon, and the depth that small but mighty community is going to is amazing, because I believe one of my recent phrases is still alchemy. I believe that by going into stillness and allowing the divine to alchemize whatever is inside us is one of the keys to all of our greater contentment and greater contentment in the world. So that's what I'm up to. And it was great to see you there, Dr. Beth.
She's brilliant. We listen to music. She takes you on an emotional roller coaster ride. It's so spiritually fun. And the cacao is really good. Cacao. Anyway, it's very, very good. Thank
Yes.
you, Jean Catherine. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Athena and Francois, can you guys let mom in here? You're unmuted.
Okay.
Mom, can you talk? Mom, can you talk? You're still muted.
So Beth, who's the host? Whoever's the host can help unmute.
I can ask to unmute, but
yeah, so they have to push accept. So do that. Yeah.
it's difficult.
And then
Hey,
whoever's at
Mom, whenever they come in, say, come back here and stay. Hold on. Whenever they come back in. Oh, there we go. Okay. Go, Mama. What's your brag on?
All right, this is an interesting thing because I'm the mother of Beth. Can you all even imagine that? When she was in school, and my son also, I used to beg them to stay home and play with me. And so now I have her with me a lot because she has helped me with my stroke I had. And I bless her heart because she has to take care of me a lot.
I am
But
blessed
when I
to
was
get to be with you. I'm blessed. Blessed.
When I was in California, I used to answer the phone once in a while. And sometimes it was a young man.
Uh-oh. Did we lose her?
Yep.
I think we lost her. Okay. Athena and Francois, and that's my mama. That's my sweet mama. She's coming back.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
And on a lot of the things too, because I wanted Beth to go to a Baptist school because we are a family of Baptists. So we made sure that she could go to Baylor. She had to know another place that was just given to her.
Full scholarship.
She was almost given a place free with the scholarship. Yeah.
It's not a good girl.
But we instead I go to Baylor because I know it's one of the best schools in the United States.
See, and aren't you
And so
glad?
now-
Aren't you glad you did that now and paid all that money? Oh, we lost her again. Darn.
I think that lost it for her.
Oh, shoot. All right. So Mom, hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute. I'll come back to you in just a second, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. It keeps coming on and off. I got a couple.
Just let me know.
What?
Is it in the room? So when I was out in California, you know, these people would always call to get appointments, and I'd be the appointment maker. But the boys would say, I didn't even talk to my mother about this. I just want to come and talk to Beth.
It's true.
I'd say, okay, let me put down on the, and I made an appointment for him.
Oh,
And then I was telling you about when,
well, Mom,
and she was my most beautiful little baby girl. And I'd say, okay, I'm going to get her a pretty little doll for Christmas. I'd get her a doll. And she'd say, I wanted a ball. She'd throw that doll across the room.
I didn't want a doll. I wanted a ball. She would try to.
She got a whole suitcase full of dolls. Y'all have ever seen? I mean, balls. If y'all have ever seen it.
I might have a suitcase full of dolls if anybody wants any, because we may have some we could share. Mom, I'm gonna come back to you. Okay, there's several people. I love you, Mom. You get full credit for everything in my whole life.
No, that's not right. But
Yes,
anyway, what?
Yes, it is. You get 100% credit. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. So I want.
I love you. I love you.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on mute and I'll come back. Okay. All right, Athena and Francois, thanks for coming in and thanks for waiting. Go for it.
Of course.
Give us a brag. Give us a brag, you two.
Oh, there's nothing but brags. So first, we are always there for Dr. Beth.
Yes.
Always. Well, we're there for Beth. Even her April Fool's Day jokes, we're always there for her for that. No, literally, we are there for her no matter what. We'll always have, supporting her when it's good, when it's not good. And I think that we're amazing people. So all of us, but we are amazing people, Francois and I, and a lot, I think, has to do with some of the practices that we've, built from our relationship with you and what you've taught us. I mean, there's not a morning, every morning we go outside, we have our cappuccino that Francois makes, and we talk about our brags, every single morning. And I don't think there's a better way to start life or a day without that. And that's, you keep reminding us. So we love you.
I'd like to see that list. I'd like to see that list over the last 10 years of those 5-minute brags. I want to see the list, Francois. What do you got, Francois?
Well, all I can say is you've been through hard times and, you always had challenges, things that didn't work out.
Like motorcycles? Like motorcycles on the side of the road?
Yeah, I'm not towing those bikes anymore. No, but what I find exceptional about you is I know when you have a hard time, you're still there for people. You still have a smile and you give back to people. A lot of people will just go back into their shell until they recover. Not you. You're always there, even though your life is difficult in the back. And I cannot say how much I admire that. And I don't know how many of your clients know that, because when you really giving 100% of yourself, where you find that strength, it's admirable. So I think it's a brag that maybe you're not proud of sharing, or you're shy of sharing, but I don't know if everybody knows that. I've known you for what, 20 years?
More.
Probably more. And never and ever have you been holding back anything, regardless of what happened in your life. So bravo.
We love you.
I love you guys. these two are geniuses on the planet. Just want to tell you, they're geniuses on the planet, what they're doing and what they're creating and what they're bringing to like the top people in the world. I'm always so grateful and honored that they're willing to help me tow my motorcycle and make me a meal or swim in the pool with me or have their sheep give me a fan club. They had sheep and they'd go bah. Is my fan club before I had anybody. Anyway, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. All right, Eric Atwood, give us a brag and put it in the chat. If anybody needs to leave, put it in the chat what you've done, because I'm going to put this on my webpage of how my village has helped and what are some of the such cool things you guys have done to make this possible. This being drbeth.com, this being the Double Dog Dare Challenge that's coming out, this being the love and transforming parents and kids across the world. And I'm going to tell you who is the man behind the brains, the man behind the curtain, the man that has written, I don't even know how many emails, maybe 5,000. Even today, we like 9 more emails today. Could you get 9 more emails done? And this guy is a freaking rock star. So bring it, Eric. Brag on yourself, buddy. Brag on yourself.
Yeah, well, the first thing I want to say is what a pleasure it is to hear everybody's brags and the praise and admiration they have for you. I mean, we are all so blessed to know you, Beth. You're just an incredible human being and so needed in this world. Yeah, so one of my brags is I've been working with you for off and on 20 years or so. So yeah, copywriting of you name it, whatever you're needing, emails,
Books,
web pages,
chapters, emails,
yeah, like songs,
website copy.
When you had a radio show, I was doing summaries for you and yeah, all kinds of marketing materials. So
newsletters.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how much stuff I've actually written for you. Yeah,
he knows my brain sometimes better than I know my brain. It'll come out and I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. How'd you get that out of what I just said?
Yeah, well, that's what a good copywriter does, because we all know what a huge vision and passion you have. And so part of my job is to, like Sue was saying, capture and crystallize those huge ideas into something digestible, something that makes sense for people and something that's compelling in a sort of condensed, tight package, right? So that's what I do. And it's a real joy to work with you, Beth, because I don't know where I'm, oh, there I am. Because your passion is contagious. Your joy is contagious. The service you bring to the world is contagious. And it's like, I like to do those kind of things for people. I like to uplift people. I like to empower people. I like to help people find their potential and their joy and their passion through what I do. And so working with you gives me more of that. So yeah, I'm honored to work with you. I'm honored to know you. I'm honored to be your friend and your copywriting sidekick, and looking forward to so much more with you.
And the men's Dr. Beth coach coming soon. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, sign me up for that.
All right. All right. So thank you, Eric. So appreciate you, and watching you transform throughout these years has just been so. Eric is like been the best super 7-year-old on the planet. Like he keeps things organized. Okay, Sue. Okay, I got to give Sue the credit. I don't know. It's a toss up between the two of them. I don't know who wins the super 7-year-old award. I don't know. Jean Catherine, she had me. No, I think you just went straight to the wise self, Jean Catherine. But anyway, Marcy is in there on the super 7-year-olds extraordinaire as well. Oh, Christine, I don't know. Anyway, it's a toss up as to who has the details, who has the organization, who has the follow through. And I would not be able to do anything that I have been able to do without all this brilliance, and all this organization and all this structuring and all the holding and Oh my God, I'm so grateful. I'm just beyond blessed and beyond grateful. So but wait, there's more. There's more brags. There's more brags. I've got so many people here that have still been a huge part. Nobody else has their hand up. Oh yeah, there Erica's showing our triathlon. Thank you very much. 2 triathlons. I got Erica enrolled in the triathlon, and then she held my feet to the fire and made me do it. So be careful. Be careful what you ask for. You may end up having to do it again. Lauren, I'm coming back to you, Erica. You're muted. You're muted.
Thank you.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Very. I want to go off of what Eric just brought to the table. This stuff is contagious. He used that word, and the framework it is. You bragged to me earlier and say that I go out and about and Dr. Beth the world in my own life, and it's true, I do. And one of my favorite concepts is brags, and it took me a lot of years to learn how to brag, because when you're a child, it's like a hard concept. But now
Not for adults, though. Adults, they're easy to brag on themselves.
No. Yeah, but you've taught me to like really be able to own stuff. And so now when, for example, the other day I had a friend who kind of downplayed an achievement, and I said, no, own it. Like, you brag on yourself. And so your just love and compassion spreads through all of us to the world. And
Lauren,
yeah,
thank you.
I love you very much.
Thank you. Love you. I'm so grateful for you being willing to do the work at such a young age and being a generational trendsetter and next world leader kid in action. Love it. All right. Anybody else want to say something? Erica's show. Go for it. Valerie, when did we work together? It was so fun. Valerie is a rock star, and we held each other's feet to the fire. We've never lost track. And bring it, Valerie. Give us your brag. What all did you do and when?
And this is Dr. Beth.
That's right. She was my lead in to TV shows and on.
Yes, Dr. Beth and I go way back. We were working together with Teen Studio Careers, is what I called it. Dr. Beth and I basically jumped into the broadcast element to take it nationwide before we had Zoom. She and I were like coordinating phones and doing conference call with kids in Washington, D.C. and Atlanta. And we were there, and where were we? In Mount Tam, at the Mount Tam High, with a whole flock of kids. We used to bring them in, and we'd have them learn to put the production together, and they would introduce Dr. Beth, and they would time it and everything. It was pretty great. And it really gave me an opportunity to I used to work with Teen Magazine, Vogue Teen. And so I was, and still am, into teens. I'm probably forever going to be, a promoter of teens. And I have programs right now, thanks to you, Dr. Beth. I kept going on it. And I have a nationwide program that we're rolling out. 192 cities is what we're looking to do, and we want to bring Dr. Beth in and bring the whole teen thing in to 192 cities. Where
it was 177 just 2 days ago. Hey, it'll be 300 or 400 in just a couple of days. Watch her go.
All right. So I just want to say that what we did together, it kept going, it kept growing, no matter what happened. And today, as I sit in front of you, it's what we did then that allows me to come back and to also share and invite you in to what has transpired. And then to meet this incredible team. I'm just got chills. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you, Valerie. I had so much fun with you. Like Valerie and I did Zoom before there was Zoom. You guys don't get it. Like we did. We were like, dang, I wish we had something like Zoom. So we had 50 people all over the United States dialing in on freeconferencecall.com, and we're dragging. Oh my God. Oh my God. And that one day that Valerie's talking about, there was a whole group of kids and they were special needs kids and none of our equipment would work. And on the experience of none of the equipment, the kids were perfect. They were priceless. And afterwards, the teacher called me the next day and she said, I just want you to know that all the parents want to know what happened and how was that. I'm like, I didn't even get to do anything because I was unmuted. I was on mute and we had an alarm and everything that could go wrong went wrong. But these kids saw me keeping my cool, laughing, playing, and they were like, that's their life every day. And if they could see somebody like me get through that level of chaos and crisis and still shine and still laugh and still be happy, those kids were like, I can do it too. I didn't even know they were special needs kids. These kids were priceless. Anyway, we did some magical things together, Valerie. So love you. And here's the more. Christine Mura, you want to jump in there? Christine is another one of my right arms, left legs, right legs. And we worked together for quite a while and got websites done and marketing materials on the run. And what else, Christine? Video cameras.
There's so much going on here, but yeah, I think the one thing about you in my life, it's been an adventure, that's for sure. Have totally learned a lot about my story, their story, your story. But I think one of the most things is just understanding the depths of the human soul. You know, we've had many of those conversations about learning and growing and seeing beyond the surface. So yeah, I think that's where we are. We've always met at that soul level. As a business client, you're definitely hard to hold on to. You are slippery. Your brain just works in, 50,000 different ways, all in the same moment, and you scream in and out of consciousness at any given time. So I
don't think anybody can relate to that at all. They don't believe you. And so it's so true, Christine. It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah. You're a visionary. I think your doshic makeup is probably Vata Pitta. So when you look at the definition of your doshas, you are explained in the description. Somebody who's a visionary who like pops around all the time, has a hard time grounding themselves, right? But highly creative. And when you're a little out of balance, then you get worried and anxious and fearful and you get stuck on go because you want to be perfect. And then the Pitta side of you is very driven and you're a leader, and that's your charisma and how dynamic you are. And then when you get hungry, you get hangry, and that's an expression of the dosha, is that you have to eat on time, because if you don't, then all the nuts and bolts fall off, and you tend to be a little clunky. So all of that makes you, and and I think one of your greatest gifts is your creativity.
Thank you, my friend, and my ski buddy, and I love her boys, and beautiful.
Oh yeah, you don't want to ski with this woman, because she basically just points her skis downhill and says bye-bye. And then I'm behind, catching up. She's waiting for me, and then she's like, bye-bye.
I don't know about that. I just remember the parking lot. That's all I'm gonna say. I remember the parking lot.
Yeah, flying through the parking lot. You should have seen your face. It was hilarious.
It was not me flying through the parking lot. Just FYI, it was not me. All right. I stopped. Oh, love you, Christine. How about you, Marcy Brown? My longest Dr. Beth certified coach.
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? I've been putting some things in the chat, but I am just so grateful for you. And I'm so excited to just celebrate you. You have shown me how to live life full out, and I'm still dipping my toes into it. But
look out, look out, girls and boys, look out. Toe dipping has begun. Toe dipping has begun.
Yes.
Talk about what you set up last week with your team, and just how you have supported me in bringing me to your people and to your friends and to your family. And
yeah, well, I just am always thinking, what would Dr. Beth say? What would Dr. Beth do? And it's always that compassionate encouragement that I always feel from you. And so you've helped me to just expand my circle. I keep my life compartmentalized. I keep it organized, structured. I'm a super 7-year-old, of course.
Just like me, right?
Yeah. But I'm expanding, and I'm stretching, not straining. You're really teaching me that. And so I'm expanding and saying Dr. Bethisms, and I'm growing in this curiosity around me, the circles around me, of what is being compassionate to ourselves, what is being compassionate to others. And people are just saying, how can I get more of that? How I want to learn more. I want to be part of it. And so I call her and say, we got to do this. We got to do this. People are asking, we got to get there. So
last week you had what, about 30 people on the call? So 30 of her cohorts and friends on the call, and she and I co-facilitated an hour and a half Zoom meeting. And Marcy killed it. Marcy killed it. She was full on in her teen, and I went total super 7-year-old. So so after the call, I'm like, I don't know if I did it. I had a complete hangover. I wasn't sure if I had done anything or not. And a week later, Marcy calls me and says, we killed it. So thank you, Marcy, for just being you, man. Just being you, man.
Thank you for teaching me everything you've taught me, and just allowing me to share your light and just absorb it and share it outward too. So thank you. You're amazing. I love you.
And there have been many, many times over the last 20 years that I have reached out to one of the most compassionate, loving, wise coaches, i.e. Marcy, and has helped me in some of my faceplant moments. And so honored that you want to learn my stuff and my tools, because she's just brilliant in her own right. So anyway, thank you, Marcy. Tabitha, you want to talk? My cousin Sarah, I'm assuming you don't want to talk. But if you want to, I'd love to hear what in the world my cousin is going to say.
I can speak.
All right, bring it on, girlfriend.
After her, then. I'm making enchiladas. I'll be back.
Okay. I'll take you in a minute. Go, Sarah.
I'm Beth. As she said, I'm her cousin. I represent her father's side of the family. And I've learned a lot of new words today, and it's really exciting. Beth's got such charisma and has a lot of great friends and a lot of great colleagues. And she's always had that ability to teach and get people motivated. The one thing she told me she did one time, that she had the people running, I guess that's a normal thing when they're doing motivation, is running across the fires.
Tony Robbins, running across the fire coals. Yes.
Never will do that. Never.
So Sarah's a New York lawyer.
No, an Arkansas one.
And an Arkansas one, both. And now Tennessee. But I would visit her years and years ago, and it'd be time for me to leave. And I would say, let's go see one more play. Let's go see one more play. And Sarah's like, you're going to miss your plane. I'm like, that's all right. We'll reschedule it. We got to go. And so
And she did.
so
We went to the Statue of Liberty, and I'm like, I don't believe you're doing this, because she just forgot the plane. And that was quite a few, that was like 20 years ago, 20 something years ago, which people didn't do that as much as they do now. But
I'm a trendsetter.
yes, you are.
Anyway, I love my big cousin, and we have had many, many times. She's now going to be one of my buddies, and I'm going to go out looking for a date. And she and Melissa and Carrie are going to all go with me so I can prove I have friends. And
We're going to find a date for you.
yeah. I'll keep
I heard you were looking for a date. Okay.
I'll keep you posted on that.
I will. I love going up to people and telling them that somebody else wants them or something. I have no problem doing that.
All right. I love it. I love it. I love it, Sarah. All right. Anybody else want to say anything else? Tabitha, Mom, you want to say something else? Is anybody there that can unmute you, Mom?
Hi, Aunt Barbara.
Go ahead, Valerie, while Mom's trying to get unmuted. Oh,
When's
there.
the next party?
I think I'm going to do it September the 12th.
I want to know when that little girl that came into the car, is her mother there?
Are you talking about the one where I was doing my music with a little 2-year-old, and we were singing the songs which Mom and I wrote. Mom helped me write all my songs.
Yes, we had fun doing that, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And so this little girl, we were playing Feel That Mad and Stomp It Out, Stomp It Out, Stomp It All About, Feel That Sad and Snuggle Your Bear. She says, wait. And she goes to get her bear. And then at the end, she and her mom are trying to get her in the car, and the little girl's having a complete and total breakdown. Like, she does not want to leave because we're having so much fun. So the mom and the little girl said, what do we do? And the little girl said, my feet won't reach the ground, because she wants to stomp it out. And I said, well, you guys are both so mad. We had so much fun. It's so hard to leave. And I said, I wonder what feeling is going to be next. And this little 2-year-old says, happy. It's going to be happy. And she grabbed her seatbelt, snapped herself in, and off we went. So sometimes just giving yourself permission to have the feelings. That's funny that you remember that, Mom. So anything else, Mama?
I'm just so glad to see all your friends. I didn't know you had so many.
I've got a few. Yes.
I had fun when I lived out there with her, going to meet all of her friends then. But I know Francois because he saved her life several times. I mean, actually, because she was riding a motorcycle when she was, I don't know how 9 years old or something.
Not quite that young. I love it. All right, hold on, Mom. Go ahead, Lauren. Did you want to say something?
I had a question for you.
Yes.
How does it feel having your mom here? Hearing all of these brags from so many people.
She's used to it.
Showed up.
It feels.
Are you used to it? Is this regular? I've never been to one of these.
Lots of people speak highly of Beth, so her mother knows that. At least I think that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've done this brag celebration. Every one of my power hours, we do brags on every one of my power hours. I try to get Mom and Dad and the whole family to do brags. That's a little bit harder to get everybody to participate and play on bragging on themselves. But Mom, now you see what I'm trying to do, Mom, right?
Yeah.
So give me a brag. So give me a brag on you, Mom.
On me?
On you.
Well, let's see. We did take you to a lot of places when you were growing up. First, she and I went to Japan and China.
2 weeks. That was brilliant, fabulous fun. Yes.
And then we went to all of the Disney places all across the whole United States.
I think we went to every state except maybe 1 or 2. We haven't been to Alaska.
Oh no, is that right? You gotta go there.
No, it's your fault.
I have a niece that lives there.
All right.
Her
Well,
husband can
and
go
one
there.
of my tells on my mom is when I would have a test the next day, I would say, Mom, I've got to go to school. And she'd say, just stay home and play today. Just stay home and play. I'm like, Mom, I have a test. She said, you can make it up. Don't worry about it. You can make it up. So I learned all my rule breaking from my mom. Even my 7th grade year, I missed my entire exam week and completely failed all my exams because we went to Hawaii and I'd made A's in the first of the year. I made F's at the end of the year. That gave me a C.
I don't
You
believe
guys don't even know it. It didn't matter. So go ahead, Lauren. Go ahead, Lauren.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it must feel so good to have your mom here and have all these people. I'm just imagining being in your position right now, and if I had my mom on a call and people in my village bragging on me and just really taking that in.
Ah, I get it.
Is that what, do you guys get what I was asking?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think I worded
I'm-
it the right way.
No. I'm totally
Okay.
picking up what you're throwing down, Lauren.
So,
I'm
Yeah.
are
picking
you
up.
absorbing?
Yes, I am. I am receiving. I am. I think what I'm feeling so much, Lauren, is so much gratitude of every single person that's on the call and how they've been a part of my life. It's less about feeling like I need to fill me up right now. I feel so full. I feel so blessed. I feel so filled up. What really, and when I was younger, it would have been more about filling me up. What it feels right now is divine gratitude of seeing Valerie, seeing my cousin Sarah, seeing Andrea, seeing you, seeing Tabitha, Eric, every one of you that are like just seeing your faces, just your presence. I know that you guys love me because I know how much I love each and every one of you. So I know that there's a real knowingness of that in me. So thank you for that question, Lauren. And one of the things I hope I inspire is that you guys all create your own brag parties. You create your own villages, double freaking dog dare ya. And this is what I'm going to roll out is a double dog dare you to shine. And I have the whole.
Say one more thing.
Okay, go ahead, Mom.
When the first time I came out to California, that night, Beth and her friends took me to hear people who believed in the people who come from other planets. And I mean, I didn't even know what in the world are they talking about.
Welcome to California.
And then when I stayed in California, we had several that came into our house.
One night, Mom told me, she said, turn off the light so you can see everybody. And I said, no, I am not turning the light off so I can see everybody. That is too scary. Oh my gosh. Well, how about if we do my traditional way? Tabitha, I'm assuming you're in the middle of something. I'm gonna give us this is how I end my calls. Everybody gets a one word out and we're gonna call it a night. So Lauren, one word out.
Village.
Yeah, word. Andrea. Oh, you're muted.
Fabulous.
Thank you. Valerie.
Ecstasy.
Yes. Yes, Sarah, one word out.
Fun.
Thanks for staying, Sarah. Mom, one word out.
Oh dear. I just love getting to meet your friends. That's the thing I love.
All right. I love you so much.
Have I been on a power talk with them? I don't get to talk. I just have to listen.
It's been nice to meet you too.
We're glad you're here,
so
and I'm going to let you lead one of
lovely
these power
things.
hours. We'll just let you lead one in the
Do one song for them.
In a minute, in a minute. Marcy, one word out. Eric,
How Marcy, that looks like a guy.
okay, go. No, that's Eric. Marcy,
I'm going to use the Bethism. How good can you stand it?
yeah. And Alicia says, how great can you make it? So both ends of the spectrum. I love it, Marcy. How about it, Eric? What's your one word out?
Grateful.
Thank you. Yes, I am. Tabitha, you want to say a word or you want to say more than a word?
Great.
3 words.
I'm grateful.
Frustrated.
Frustrated.
Well,
Tell-
Exhausted.
Exhausted. This is my my family that I photobombed on every single one of their pictures for we had like a 5 or 6 day, and they'd get their family of 4 and I'd go up behind them and give like all, and so I love you guys. I love you guys. They're rock stars. Mwah. My takeaway is gratitude, compassion, love, and playfulness. You guys, I just love you so much. Thank you for showing up and playing along with my crazy celebration brag party. Bye, everybody. Until
Bye.
next,
to meet all of you.
until next
Bye.
time.
Always here for you, Beth.
Thanks. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.